Hi guys, welcome to today's SetrocJC channel daily video. As usual, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. Now strap yourselves in, let's get on with today's daily topic. Today's daily topic is going to be this week's alternative news part 2. Man claims to own oldest socks in Britain. Here he is. That a man has claimed his socks are the oldest socks in regular use in Britain because he has been wearing them every weekend for the last 25 years. So this bloke, he reckons he's got the world's oldest, not the world's, Britain's oldest socks. Why only Britain's oldest socks? What, he's sure about that, is he? That's one thing he's sure about, and he's put the oldest socks in regular use. So not only does he reckon he's got the oldest ones, he reckons he's got the oldest ones that he used regularly. So apparently he only wears them at weekends. And check this out, it's only just got his first hole in them. And his hobby, is big cat tracker. His hobby is to go out and look for big cats around Britain. Now, I don't know how many of you have been to Britain or know about Britain, but as far as I'm aware, there are no big cats in Britain. But this bloke reckons he's seen sightings. So what he does is, at the weekends, he goes out looking for big cats in his nylon and wool mixed socks, which he bought 25 years ago from a market stall in Gloucester. He said he has walked hundreds of miles in them, following big cat trails and looking for clues to the whereabouts of the creatures. He said, the funny thing is that I bought another pair of the same socks at the same time, and they didn't last anywhere near as long as the ones as my long pair did. I reckon he's got 2 pairs here, look. I don't know why. I wear these socks every week. My wife washes them and I wear them when I'm looking for big cats. Summer or winter, they are very comfortable. There's no such thing as big cats in England. I reckon he's just using this as an excuse to go down the pub, isn't he? Just get away from the missus. That's the best excuse in the world, that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm off down there. I'm off to look for some big cats this weekend. Oh, where are you going to go? Oh, apparently there's been some sightings down on bloody Bodmin Moor or something. Yeah, I bet there have. He's off down there doing the flipping jolly with his mates, looking for big cats, looking for their trails. What does that mean? So someone comes across some big footprints in the flipping snow or in the flipping sand or on the mud, and they ring up him, do they? They ring up old Frank, and Frank gets down there and he goes to look for them. If you see stuff like that, get a professional involved. These people don't know what they're doing, do they? He's just going down there, but he's got a hip flask in one hand, Purby binoculars in another. He doesn't know what he's flipping looking for. He's got no experience of it. Get the RSPCA involved. Get the zoo people involved. If you think there's a lion on the flipping loose, don't get him. Don't go ringing him up. He's no one. He's spotted 25 years. He's never even seen one by the look of it. If you can't find something in 25 years, you shouldn't be doing it no more. Why don't he just call himself like someone who enjoys hiking or something? Oh, I'm a big cat tracker. Of course you are. How many have you found? Anyway, that's enough of slating in. Next question. A huge rescue operation. Saudi Arabian king sends aircraft to take obese man weighing 1,345 pounds to hospital. So that's like 96 stone for people who work in stones. So the king basically sent this aircraft and stuff down to his house just so they can get him out of bed because he's flipping massive. Apparently he hasn't left his bedroom for 2 years. You can't get that big in 2 years, can you? Well, they force feeding him flaming. Well, not that he's force fed. I don't think he got that size by being force fed. Like flipping Burger King and McDonald's and KFC, are they? He must just sit there eating all day, every day. They had to demolish half of his house to get him out from the 2nd floor. And get this, they had to use a forklift truck to get him out the window. It's ridiculous. It's like, why do they bother? I'd just flipping leave him in there, I would. I know apparently the king does this sort of thing a lot to help people in need, but there must be people more in need than that, surely it's his own fault. You've got to say to yourself, don't bother. Go after people who are in trouble and they've got problems like that they didn't cause themselves. No one's forced him to eat all that food, have they? It's not like he's got some sort of medical condition. They wanted to do it 6 months ago, but they had to build a special bed in America, so they've flown into America as well. He's got his shades on. They got a picture of him coming out the flipping door with a smile. He's got a bit of a smile on his face with his shades on. It's like, oh, I'm not embarrassed. I don't want people to see the whites of my eyes. So I think we can see enough of you. One officer even holds an umbrella to shield him from the sun. It's like flipping out. Don't bother shit. All you can see is his face anyway. He looks like he's got a bit of a tan anyway, so I think he'll be alright. They took him out of the ambulance and straight into the plane. Now he's off to America for a flipping holiday. What are they going to do with him there? Fit one of them gastric bands or something? He's aged between 18 and 20. What, no one knows how old he is? And will be treated with various dietary and physical programs to help him lose weight. No surgery has been scheduled so far. I expect he's too big to flipping do an operation on anyway. Apparently his cousin says that he's relieved he's been finally sent for some treatment. He said, "We have been waiting for this moment for a long time. The king, may God protect him and give him the long life, had given his instruction to the Ministry of Health to do all the arrangements to transfer the patient for treatment in a safe way." To be fair, the king probably wants him out of the country because he's eating half the flipping food there. Like, in that village, there's probably people starving because he's down there buying all the flaming crisps and stuff. It's a really humanitarian gesture from the king to order the transfer and treatment of the patient. That's just going to set off a bad precedent. Now everyone who's a bit overweight is going to be ringing the king up, sending him letters and emails saying, "Oh, come and help me out, I need help too, I'm 75 stone and I can't get out of bed." That's not going to help the country, is it? Only one person has ever been known to weigh more than this bloke, and I was an American. Look, he died in 83 and weighs 55, is 55 pounds heavier. Anyway, what the comment, always like a good comment down the bottom. Look. Feeding a child until he or she is extremely obese should be treated as child abuse. I agree with that. These people don't get so fat on their own. If somebody gets too fat to walk, bring them water until they lose weight to come and get their food. It's better to catch things early before they get out of hand. Yeah, I agree with all that. Basically, it's its own fault. I don't think they should help him. They should help him by not buying him any more food. If he can't get out of bed and he can't walk, then surely you've got to blame the people who are feeding him. It's not fair on the taxpayer or the king to have to come to his aid, is it? Anyway, what's the next article? Yeah, here's a definite alternative news story. That Colorado peeper who hid in tank of portable toilet to spy on women sentenced to 3 years in prison. This flaming nut job, he used to hide in one of them, the mobile portaloo toilet things you get at festivals and stuff. He used to hide in the actual bit where you used to go to the toilet, so he'd look up at you when you were sat on the toilet. What a flaming pervert. And people used to go to the toilet all over him, and he used to get off on that apparently. He hid in the tank of a portable toilet at a yoga festival to spy on women. He's sentenced to 3 years for that, and 10 years of probation. He pleaded guilty, apparently. How can you not plead guilty? It's not the sort of place you flipping get yourself into by accident, is it? "Oh, it wasn't my fault, I fell down the toilet and before I could get out people were bloody crapping on me." It's like, come on. Police arrested him after a woman at a yoga festival noticed something moving in the tank of the portable toilet, then saw a feces-stained man emerge and run away. Ah, Jesus. Police said he was also suspected of hiding in other bathrooms around this place to watch women use the toilet. What a flaming hobby that is. Surely you've got to lock him up for longer than that. 3 years isn't enough for someone that's happy to do that with their life, is it? So, where are you off to today? Yeah, I'm just going to go hide off some toilet so people can flaming urinate and bloody excrement all over my face. How can you get off on that? Surely the flipping smell's going to make you throw up before anything else happens, isn't it? Yeah, there's someone in the comments has put, "Good for him, if that's what he likes to do. What harm does it cause the women if they don't know they are being watched? It's always taboo and erotic doing those naughty little things. How many videos you see of people going behind girls in skirts in stores and recording some upskirt shots, which they sell. What? A lot of these girls are not even. Oh, this bloke needs locking up. This bloke here, look, who's put a comment in, he's obviously a pervert. It's probably his flaming brother or his mate or something. He reckons it's alright to do it because no one knows you're doing it. He needs help, doesn't he? He should have suffocated and died. What a self-satisfied cretin. Sick. What about men who use technologies to spy on women in their own homes? It's not always. Surely it's not only men that spy on the opposite sex, is it? Why are the men all the people getting the hard time? It's wrong either way. I'm sure there's women out there that do that sort of thing as well. There you are. Look, this bloke's back the weirdo. Look, I don't think he's sick at all. It's just a sexual orientation. What kind of sexual orientation's that? That's not sexual orientation. I don't do it personally, but I do take looks when girls have on skirts and they're sitting down legs all over. This bloke's flipping, he needs sorting out, this bloke. The FBI should be hunting this bloke down because he's a danger to flipping, he's a danger if he thinks he's alright doing the stuff he's doing. He's going to be the next one we're going to be reading about next week, hopefully. Final story this week is Mars reality show draws 165,000 applicants. So basically they're doing this reality show where they're going to send some people to Mars. I think it's in 2014, and people have been applying to take part in the process. The application process to take part in reality style show and become one of the first people to land and live on Mars and never return home to Earth is drawing to a close. So basically these people are applying to go to Mars and live there, be one of the first people to colonise the planet. But the rub is, although you might become famous, you're actually never allowed to come home for some reason. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Who's going to apply for that? But 165 people, I'm guessing people either A, have no friends and family, or hermits or something. So they're up for it. It's a one-way ticket, and one of them's a 52-year-old, a transsexual taxi driver from Hull, is one of 7,000 applicants from the UK hoping to be picked. I'm not being funny, but if I'm locked up on this flipping thing, I think it takes 9 months or something to get there. I don't want to be locked up with some transsexual. Of all the people to be locked up with, a transsexual isn't what I'm looking for. I want someone who's flipping normal and sane. I'm not saying that they're not normal, but I don't want to be stuck with one. I'm sure you don't either. The attraction's got to be going down in history and being remembered, she said. Ever since a little child I've wanted to do something where I was going to make my mark on the earth. This is the way I'm going to do it. When they say she, does that mean that it's a man before or it's a woman now? I don't know what to call them half the time, them transsexuals. I don't know whether you have to refer to them as being a man or a woman. My parents always used to put me down. Bloody shock horror, she had a bad upbringing. Look. They always said I'm on cloud cuckoo land and I live on a different planet. Well, I could say I actually do. On Earth, I feel I've done enough now. I've completed all my challenges that I have had in life. I'll be able to wave down at everybody. How can you complete all your challenges you've had? Apparently she's done it all now, so she's happy to move off to the red planet to look down on us all. I reckon we should just send her, definitely send her, because I don't want to bump into her. She's obviously a bit of a flaming strange one, isn't she? So let's just ship all them sort of people. Let's just fill it out with nutcases. Let's make the red planet like an asylum for mentalists. Get them off this planet, get them somewhere else where they can't do any harm. That's what I reckon we should do with the Mars. By 2015, the astronauts selected for the trip will start their training, using a simulation of conditions on the planet where they'll learn to repair their equipment, grow food and deal with the long periods of isolation. The team's home on Mars will be operational by 2021. Their living pods will provide them with oxygen, water and electricity. The first crew will set off to Mars a year later on a journey that will take between 7 to 8 months. So these people are going to be part of the crew then? I assume they're not going to be astronauts. These people ain't suited to be astronauts, are they? So I assume these people will be part of the crew. 2021, that's a bit of a way off, isn't it? So she'll be like 60 by then. Every rocket that lands with a crew will bring an empty stage. It won't be dead metal, it'll be useful. So they're basically going to build up all these little pods and stuff. And I assume they're just going to continually keep sending rockets up there to make it bigger and better. The estimated $4 billion cost of the mission will be met by television rights and other kinds of media sponsorship and spin-offs. I hope it works, this programme. You know, some of these reality shows just get hit the brick wall, don't they, after a flipping couple of months or whatever, or a couple of seasons. This one, if this one hits the wall, these people are just going to be up there lost. doing nothing. They're just going to be like, well, the cameras ain't even here now. No one knows I'm here. I've been forgotten about. I wish I never came now. Just cut all the funding gets cut. They basically got no food and water. It's like, sorry, you're on your own. Go grow yourself some flipping food. Go find some like big cats or something. They need to take Big Cat Man up there. Maybe there's some big cats up there. He can track them. He might actually see one for once, and he can flipping kill him and eat him or something. Hope you enjoyed this content, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. I'll catch you in the next video.